Hello everyone, happy Monday, March 1st, 2021. This is Ben Capozzi with Broad Shoulders Farm, Virginia, Southern Virginia, Zone 7. And I wanted to do a quick update, just a little bit about the Bachelor Pad. I'm talking about some of the things that I've noticed that need to change and my ideas for some of the changes coming up. And then at the end of the video, there's a couple minutes of me sharing some bananas with the boys. So if you're just interested in that, just jump to like the last 2 minutes of the video. Okay, I'll flip the camera around and we'll start talking. All right, so the Bachelor Pad, like almost all the projects here, and certainly most of the projects of a new and inexperienced farmer like myself, has changed a lot. But where we're at right now is I want to do a general cleanup in here. And I really want to rethink some things small. Like for instance, I want to make a little dedicated covered shed that can protect their feed and water from the elements, but that can be very long so that I can have multiple bowls. Because you see I've got bowls there and there and there and there and over there and over there, and there's some over there. Like multiple areas for them to be fed is part of how I manage their aggression. I think that has some help for it. So I want to get some sort of all-weather feeding station set up though, because this is really inconvenient for me and for them when the weather is inclement, especially rain. I want to take these pallets out. I may move them around so that there's more kind of a playground for the lads to work with, some more obstacles. I have some ideas for some jungle gym type structures for them, so they have more things to entertain themselves with. Big changes coming up to the, what do we call it, plant life that's in here. Everywhere where there are these trees, you can see the ground is the ground is completely bare. They've really done a number dropping manure and running around here. Whereas the areas that they don't visit that often still has lots of good and fresh grass. So I want to make some dedicated beds in here for them to grow them more fresh greens and food. I want to do some major cleanup in this apple tree. I think this is some sort of crab apple tree based on the size of the apples, but where this apple tree and the mulberry tree would meet here in the middle, I've done quite a lot to try and thin it out, but I'm going to do even more because you can see there are a ton of dead branches where they met because the branches just weren't getting enough light. And so this whole branch right here is just dead. You can see the bark is peeling off of it. I think you can see that. So some major changes need to happen there. Just cut that whole thing off like right about there. And what I really want to do ultimately, I think, is create, instead of, or in addition to the several different houses, the chateau, which I love conceptually, but I'm pretty sure I'm going to dismantle it. The hoop house, which is the cheapest and most successful. The little one back there, that's coming out. These are more of what I call the decompression chambers when I introduce new roosters into the main flock. And I do have some new lads that are coming in here. Actually, this week, I've got 6 who are coming from the Merrick's flock. There's a fight going on there in the background, which I'm sure you can see. Finally get rid of the little A-frame out here. We're not using that. Clean up some of the junk lumber that's in here left over from projects. I want to add some hazelnuts. This false gold cypress, chemisiprus, it died sadly. But I'm going to take it out. I think I want to take apart the lodge and maybe put a different structure, maybe a larger and more permanent decompression chamber over here, truly facing south so it gets more sunlight, and make it a more traditional shape. Most of my chicken houses are evolving into these 8x8 square structures and multiples of that, 8x16, 8x24. So I'm probably going to move more in that direction. But yeah, I'd like to build one big structure right in here and call it the roost house for the roosters, like a fest house that would hold all of them, that I could walk into comfortably, that had tons of roosts and other amenities for the lads. I'd like to get in fresh hay, like ASAP. I'll probably do that tomorrow and start sowing some things. You know, they'll eat some of the seeds, but some of the stuff will come up. I'm not trying to get a lawn going in here. Obviously, I'm trying to get greens for them to eat. So turnips, kales, things like that. I really need to get a bunch of straw down and start absorbing the massive amounts of manure that they have been dropping. Several of the lads, despite all of these houses, there are at least 6 to 10 of them who sleep up here in this apple tree year round. No matter how cold it is, no matter if it's raining, no matter if it's snowing, they go up here to sleep. They have plenty of options, as you can see, but they stay here. And it's going to kill this apple tree if it hasn't already done severe damage to it, because apple trees cannot handle a continuous nitrogen load like that. And what you'll see is the bark starting to break and rupture. But I mean, you can see the branches are kind of stained from the red mud from their feet, from roosting up in here. And this is all the lads doing. So I need to work on not only getting them out of here, and this tree needs to be thinned again. I thinned quite a bit of it last year, but you know, you really shouldn't do more than about a third in any given year, or else you risk really shocking the tree. So I think this year I'll do another third and clean it up and start putting down tons and tons of hay down here to create a nice carbon layer to start trapping all these droppings. If the lads are going to insist on staying in the tree, that's fine. I'll just insist on collecting their poop as it comes down, mixing it up with the hay, and then they can do me a favor by turning it into compost as they sift through it and all that. So that will be fine. But I mean, this is poo. This is all chicken poo. Look at this. This is chicken poo. This is way too much. Way too much for this tree. Okay. And in fact, this is what's happening in the Bantam run, is that the apple tree that was in there is dead and or dying. It just can't handle, even though they're Bantams, they had a year's worth of standard size breeds in there, and it's killed that tree. So this tree, mulberries are one of the few trees, mulberries, willows, but mulberries are one of the few fruit trees that can handle having that kind of manure load. I wish the lads would come up in here and stay in this tree more than they stay in this tree. But the problem with this mulberry tree, you know, it's 30, 40 feet tall. It's been here a long time. And you would think that it would be super productive. It is not. It has a disease that affects mulberries. It's called witch's broom. And it creates all these different nodes where there's just a glut of branches, and they grow in all these crazy directions, and you get things that look like this, and it absolutely ruins the berry production. So as big as this tree is, it produces not maybe a gallon of berries. There aren't a ton of berries that drop down for the lads to enjoy, and that's one of the best reasons to, you know, to have a mulberry tree. That's what historically they were used for. Certainly on farms, hog feed and poultry feed. Mulberries, you know, you'll get some, they bloom, or sorry, they'll be in fruit from June until August. So during the hottest months of the summer, you can have a tree pumping out literally tons of fruit. Highly nutritious, high in antioxidants, highly nutritious berries, and the leaves are actually really high in protein. So it can actually be an amazing tree for livestock, but this tree's potential is ruined. It's stunted. As far as I know, there's no cure for witch's broom, and it's certainly not something easy that I could do. Like, you know, there's no kind of application of things at the roots or, you know, chemicals or something like that. I can't do that. So I honestly think that what I'm going to start doing is a project this year, if not this month. I may start it this month, but I'm going to bring this tree down. I'm going to bring the whole thing down, and I have a couple other mulberry trees that I'm going to plant in its place that are resistant to witch's broom. And that's going to be the new dominant tree layer in this paddock. I'm going to take out these recursive Japanese privets. They're very pretty, but they don't belong here. They're going to be happier elsewhere as a fence row. I'm going to be planting all along the outside for part of our pollinator grant, as well as other forage and fodder crops I'm growing for the birds. All along the outside of this needs to be mulched, because I'll probably do some espaliered fruit trees along the edge. I'm definitely going to do Jerusalem artichokes along the edge. And that's got to happen all the way around. I think over there on the east side, I'm actually just outside of their run. I'm going to plant a long row of asparagus, because asparagus grows well here on the farm. And it will be great to have an additional patch of asparagus. That's a crop that's going to, a perennial vegetable that's going to yield a crop for literally decades. So asparagus is well worth the investment in time. There is a pear tree that I've got growing in here. There's a Turnbull pear, but I've added a Bergamble oak, because I want the lads to have something seasonal. You know, I want them to have something fresh year round, so they can have acorns. Whoops, hey guys. I've planted a deer magnet American persimmon back here, so the lads can have persimmons like all the other birds are going to be having in their paddocks. Take out this structure, move this structure. I'm probably going to put in a row of hazelnuts. I may even take out these arborvitae, which are great, but I've got them back here as a windbreak. They may stay, you know, like I said, I'm probably going to actually take out the chateau. It's a neat idea, and I really had some neat ideas for where to take it next and make some improvements, but I just don't think it's going to happen. I think I need the materials. I need to, you know, scrap it and get the materials and use them for other projects to cut down on my budget, or to save on my budget. I need to clean up, you know, these decayed tarps that are out here. But I really think that the lads are due for, obviously they're due for a change and an improvement, and they deserve it. And I want them to be happy and healthy and well. So there's going to be some big changes in here this year. So stay tuned as we continue to learn. I think right now we're up to about 38 or 40 roosters. Yeah, 30 or 40 roosters. I'm getting ready to add 6 from the Merrick's flock. My wife and I, in February, we did get everybody vaccinated. Everybody on the farm is vaccinated. So these lads are vaccinated, and that was one of the holdups. I didn't want to transfer roosters that I know were Merrick's positive, even if they were resistant, to come over here and, you know, shed the disease and knock out some of the lads who've been with me, you know, forever, from the beginning, from 2018. So now these guys are vaccinated. The Merrick's positive guys are vaccinated. I can bring them over here. I'll put them in a decontamination chamber, decompression chamber here this week, and they'll stay here for about 10 to 14 days, getting used to everybody. And that'll be good, because when they come out, I will have hopefully started to make some of the improvements in here that I've been talking about. So there will be some jungle gym type things for them to play on. And I'll start setting up, like I said, I want an herb and a medicine garden for the lads. So they have access to, you know, eating things that will improve their health. And I definitely want year-round covered feeders for them, so that they can enjoy nice, clean food regardless of the weather, and more housing. I know I said I'm going to eliminate a lot of the housing, but I want to work on more, better housing. So that's where we are. All right. Questions, concerns, comments, helpful critique, always welcome. And you can follow me and the farm and the lads on Instagram at Broad Shoulders Farm. Same thing on Facebook. Wherever you are, I hope that you are staying safe and having a great time. I hope you're off to a great year, and see if you can make a place in your farm and in your heart for roosters, because they're pretty great. Hey guys. Right, Hans? Hans Bielefelder? He says yes. All right. Ciao. Who wants some banana? Chick, 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 chick. Angelo, come here. Come here, you big baby. Come on. Hi. Hi. Come on. I know. Come on, Angelo. Come here. Chick, 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 chick. Colonel. Hey, Spritz. Hi. Hey, guys. There you go. Hey, Colonel. Hi, Bosco. Hi, Strauss. Hey, Ranger. Hey, little guy. Hey, Rye. You want the rest of that? Chick, 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 chick. Billy. Get over here, you big boy. Chick, 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 chick. Hootman. Lloyd. Martin. You guys coming? Amici, get over here. Amici. Hey, Thunder. Colonel, what are you doing? Chick, 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 chick. Just because they don't want it directly from me doesn't mean they're not interested in it. Billy! Here, there's a big one just for you. Oh, Ranger got to it first. Hey, hi, Colonel. Hi. Hi, sweet boy. Hold up. There we go. Hi. Hey, Ranger. Chick, 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 chick. Azada, do you want some? Come on. Hey, Ham. What is it? Hey, guys. Pumpkin, get over here. Where's Maynard? Amici, here. Hey, Punk. Whole thing? Go ahead. All right, guys, I got 2 left. Lincoln. Come here. Hey, Rye. Hey, Colonel. Lincoln. There you go. Get some. Get you some, boy. Treat yourself. The Rhode Island Reds have 0 hesitation. Our big piglets. Of course, Rye, Colonel here is no slouch. All right, guys, this is the last banana. Hootman, there you are. This is the last banana. Hey, Ham. Hootman. There you go. Spritz. Go on. Hey, Ham. All right, guys. That's it. Colonel, you want the last? Good job. Oh, I gotta go wash my hands. Good job, lads.